When we formed the Friends of Foods Ho Ho, it was because we realized that the place is closing down. And we were hoping that if we can help to bring, at least revive it to a point where it brings adequate business, we can at least keep it going. But it's a huge challenge to build this into a real viable business.
I try to do my best, and do my best to keep it open, because it is the last restaurant in Chinatown, and bring the memory back for the people.
This restaurant is still struggling. You know, a lot of people that have left Chinatown that remember the place, their mom, father, grandfather ate at the place, probably even forgot about this place, don't even know that it exists. And we're trying to bring these people back, but at the same time, we want to make sure people understand that eating in this restaurant is eating, literally eating a cultural artifact. You're eating memory, because it is something that is so ingrained and so unique. People actually bring their families in for a special birthday dinner, because that's what they've been doing for ages. They will come down and have the sweet and sour and have, you know, and it's almost like a communion of taste, because this is how they remember the food. You know, I mean, can they get it elsewhere? Sure, but not in this kind of environment, in this kind of way.
We used to come here when we were younger, and then we had babies, and then we had all their it's called munyet. We had their banquets upstairs. You invite everybody that you know to celebrate the baby's first month, and we've had them here. So that's, and they're in their 50s now, 40s now. Okay, so that we've been here for a long time. We came down when before we were married, you know, and it was a place to come to. After you go to the movie, we come down here and eat. After you go to, there's a place called The Cave. You guys are too young to know this. It was a nightclub, and we finish there, and we come down here and have a snack to eat. So it was a place to come to when we were younger. Chinatown at that time was very vibrant. You could walk down the street and there'd be, lots of people still walking around at midnight, because every third building was almost like a restaurant or a cafe, somewhere you could come to eat after you went uptown to have your entertainment. And, you know, everybody came down to Chinatown. She was a co-owner with her husband, who has since passed away for two years ago. And so now she's trying to keep it going on her own, and I come down and help her. So, you know, it's an old restaurant, and we're trying to keep up the tradition, because a lot of people like this kind of food. His father was a great cook in Chinatown. He learned from his father. His father cooked at, there's a restaurant used to call WK Gardens, and he was the chief cook there. And Sam, her husband, James Sam, her husband, learned to cook from his father.
And I learned to cook the old style for my husband.
Yeah. And so they wanted this kind of food that they were used to in southern China. And so that's how the food in Chinatown is called Cantonese style cooking, old style cooking.
Restaurants here were some of the very, very best. And the food here is really unique. Foods Ho Ho's food is a pedigree of food that goes back 100 years.
My husband, he was cooking at Chinatown for a long time. Everybody knew him. He was a good cook, right? A chef cook, right? And all the customers loved him, like him, loved his food. My husband, he loved cooking. All his life, cook.
You know, it's all changed. Demographics changed because the people from Hong Kong came over in '97. They started to cook down here, but then I guess they wanted their own kind of style of cooking, so they all moved to Richmond.
When he first started, it was doing okay. And then at some point, the downtown east side spilled over. And this was like a war zone here. People didn't want to come down here after 6. This restaurant depended on a supper trade. People didn't want to come down. And for quite a few years, it was very, very tough.
Get your car broken in, and, you know, just it wasn't safe to come down. But it's changing now. There's more people coming down here, slowly.
Mm-hmm.